He gets buried on the return, way back at the 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Red on red. Here we go, son.
Lawrence now.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Lisa 24.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Red 23.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. Inside the 40. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
3rd down and 9. He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A gain of 16 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it took.
And he's in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Dragons. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Dragons will take a 21-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, go, go. Go, go.
Now here's Lawrence. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Plenty of scoring already. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Hey, hey, hey. Street.
Tight end going in motion here.
Silver.
Up the middle they go. A short pickup to the 38.
Here we go. Dot.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Good running inside the 25. And he'll be taken down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll try to run with their fullback. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
On one, ready? Gun, gun.
Now give on the ground. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills.
Here we go.
And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
11, mighty. Here we go. 12. Behind.
Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 1, ready?
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got a man. That's Nacua, complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Seattle. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one taken in by Odunze. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to Odunze again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Back to throw. Going up top. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Dragons. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Shot.
A first down throw for Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's still on his feet. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
On first down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Down throw for Burrow. Unloads downfield looking for Nacua. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Seahawks will cut the lead down to 4.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now,
that's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Line, ready?
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that big offensive run, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Seahawks go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll stick with him again. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
On 2.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Gun. Dot.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Dot.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Dot.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Burrow working in the pistol. That's taken in. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get set. Dot.
Handoff here, up the middle, and it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to sprint them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Seahawks have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun, here's a handoff. The Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal. At the
11, 11, 11. 12.
Second down, Burrow. He runs with it. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up third and goal.
Let's get set.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his second miss of the year, and the score stays right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
He's going to try it here again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going for it all. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Dragons! That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for two here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
On 2, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
On 1, ready?
Second down and 3.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
11 MT, take.
Third down. They'll try to get it on the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Throwing now on first and 10. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Still going. And he's going to Seattle. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. And now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Now he'll run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Kmet. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And thankfully for him, one of his teammates able to secure it. No turnover, and they will hold on to the football.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. The 12s making noise in Seattle before third down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
11. Shot.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
So prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11.
The motion man is Nakua.
12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws,
Here we go.
but to put the ball in harm's way.
11. 12. Dot.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.